teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here's Fields.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
That's taken on the 25. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down and 8. And Howe will throw it. Open man is Duvernay. He's across midfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Howell down to throw it.
And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd.
And the Raiders have got him.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Fields.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8. The Raiders hit 9-3 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at this...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The gain of 39 that time.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two,
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Looking for Danny Gray that time, and it's 3rd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and make...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings.
James Cook with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
trying to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Now it's Fields.
And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Powell out of the shotgun.
And this is going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it second down and 12.
Here we go. All right.
Fields now to throw. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You got a mini back, right?
Fields. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Back to throw. Fields.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
McCann's kick is good.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and the field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now Howell.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we see him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. He's going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They'll go play action. Howell.
Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Meanwhile, Fields' throw caught by Pierce.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 35. Here comes second and 5. Now Fields. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
To throw is Fields.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Raiders Tucker McCann now for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
This offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Howell. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete. It's Josh Wiley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A great effort right from the snap there on the defensive side from Amari Barno. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fields. They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, never mind, Monday. You got a mini base. Hey, 551. Hey.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
McCann's kick up and good.
And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Here's Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Justin Fields
from 17 yards out.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Howell's throw is on target to Duvernay.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. It's Howe with another throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now he's
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 23. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Just swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Fourth down. Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down and 4. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So if you factor the safety, this is going to be a 5-point swing all told.
And if you're winning, I think you say, fine by me, we'll take it. But when you're losing, I think you have to say, we let a good opportunity get away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Fields on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Fields. That's to the tight end, Wiley. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A give running right is Mitchell. Nick Bosa, Defensive Player of the Year, in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Powell. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Jacory and Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. In motion is Gray. That's complete left side to Gray. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. 62 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Fields. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
McCain's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Trying the right side with Mitchell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Right side, and he finds Gray. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gray.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No more.
Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Flushed out right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Off play action, Fields.
Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. One play, 75 yards.
And the Vikings take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10. Here's first and 10.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's second down.
Left side, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oh, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's third down now. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
They'll roll him out right.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. He completes this one to Mingo.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, set.